Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to Divine Allegiance. I'm your host Maulana Baig. Thank you for joining us on this occasion in the month of Shaban, great month to be in, and we are all confined to our homes and that is going to go on till the end of April. I'm excited to be here and speaking to you all on the amazing subject of Imam Mahdi Ajalallahu Ta'ala Farjahu Sharif. Shaban being the month of his birth, so we are excited about that, and I'm here with my endless cup of coffee. One of the wise things I guess I invested in when we went into confinement in quarantine is to invest in a coffee maker. So invested $10 in a coffee maker, so that makes my coffee and I don't have to go outside and get coffee from other places. So you all keep safe also, and keep yourself busy at home, learning, doing good things and productive things. Month of Shaban, we are talking about Imam Mahdi and the conditions for his reappearance. It's a serious subject and it's also a very frightening subject because it has a lot to do with us and it brings about a lot of obligation on us also and responsibilities. Last time I got a lot of reviews from the last program we had about how frightening it was and how really difficult it is. Well, it's true, my friends. It is difficult and it is frightening because it's not for everyone. You know, one of the things is that there are those people who are going to be in the government of Imam. They will live there as citizens and they will be believers and they'll be good people. And that's the majority of the people. They'll be good people, they'll be law-abiding citizens, and it's going to be great. And it's going to be fun. And even now, you see a lot of people are believers, are Shias. We're not talking about, for example, if a person is a Shia or not. We're talking about who are the helpers of the Imam. The return of the Imam, the reappearance of the Imam depends on those who regard themselves as helpers, as Ansar. Now, Ansar or helpers are different than just believers. Believers, they love the Imam, they respect him, they will listen to him, they will do what is right, they will do their obligations. But when it comes to actually doing the things that are necessary, so there it's only the few helpers who actually do the things that are needed for the Imam to return and to come back. So we are talking about how to bring the Imam out of Ghaibat, and that depends on those Shias who are helpers, who want to be helpers, who want to do the things that are needed. Now, the encouragement is for everyone. Everyone should be like this. But, not everyone is going to make it. But truly, this is where the calling is. This is where you're being called. That idea of Hal min nasirin yansuruna, is there anyone to help me? That call that Imam Hussein made, that Rasulullah made. Who's going to say labbaik? Are you the one who's going to do that? The encouragement is there. The motivation is there. And the chance and opportunity is there. So let's see what needs to be done and what are the conditions. And the first conditions we talked about that's important for the Shia that I have mentioned it is that there has to come about a unity, a community from the Shias, meaning that the believers have to become close-knit together and living together and working together and becoming one as a nation. Meaning the Ummah, The term ummat, that is the first condition. We have to take the form of an ummat, of a nation that stands together, united. United not just in goal and purpose, but united with true admiration and love for each other. That is important. Not just that, we have the same purpose and we are living together. No, things. And this is the preparation. And so that's what we are talking about. Let me get to that and explain how that works. We as a nation have always had great individuals, people who have reached great heights of being a human being, great heights of marifat and irfan and faith and piety. Our history is full of great scholars, great ulama, great personalities who really have been amazing. They have been amazing throughout history. So when we look at this situation, that we had so many great people, did that bring the Imam back? No, it didn't. Having great individuals is admirable, but it doesn't bring back the Imam. Imam doesn't come back through individual growth. You can become a great person. You can stay at home and pray and learn and do all the right things and go through the whole Mafatihul Janan. But it doesn't bring back the Imam. That's just good for you. It's not helping the Imam. The Imam comes back when we can become one nation, working together and collectively grow towards him. In other words, Imam is waiting for a community, not an individual. He's waiting for a community. He's waiting for a lot of people, all of us, to come together and become that community that's going to be formed around him. That's what the Imam is waiting for. Can we work together as a group? Not as individuals, but as a group, without having any problems and frictions and schisms. Can we do that? Let's do a test. 5 people, you can choose any 5 people in the community. Come together and sit around a table. Throw in certain controversial subjects on the table and discuss them. Some controversial subjects on the table, Bring, for example, 2 wilayatis and 2 non-wilayatis on a table, all Shias, and put together a controversial subject on the table and see, are we able to work together to form a solution? And if you are not able to, which is the case with most communities nowadays, if you're not able to, then how can we work with the larger team, with the whole community? And I'm talking about from the same background. Let's say if 4 Pakistanis can come together who have different views on, leadership, wilayat, marjayat, and all these things, and come together and discuss and see if they can form a solution. I'm not even going towards the larger picture, which is including the Arabs, Iraqis, Lebanese, Iranians, Khojas, everyone else. I'm just talking about one group of people. We can't do it with one group of people. You're expecting the larger group to come? It's not happening. And that's the reason why the Imam's not coming back. So you can see what's the problem here. What's the problem here? The time of Ghaibat, of the absence of the Imam, is a training ground to build community. Imam is waiting for the community to form for us to come together and build the community. And by community, you will see it's not just the lowest level, but it's the highest level of community, as you will see further on in the show. So really, community life is at the core of what's happening in the age, in the era that we're living in. This should be our focus, not individual growth and excellence, but collective growth and excellence. As a nation, how good are we and how great can we become? That is the focus in the time of the disappearance or the absence of the Imam. Let me just share this hadith, which you already know about. I have mentioned this the last 2 days. Going back to that, he says, if our Shias al-ijtima'i min al-qulub fil wafa'i bil ahad alayhim, if they can come together as a society, as a community, with all their hearts and sincerity, if they can come together. So the first thing the Imam is saying, that this coming together, this bringing everyone together and standing together, working together for a common solution, a common problem, truly with all their hearts, with love for each other, then the Imam said, I'm going to be with you soon, if that happens. So this is a condition, my friends. It's a condition for the reappearance of the Imam. And that is to build a community life. We have to do that. If people want the Imam to be back, that's the condition. You can read 100 du'as a day, or I don't know, count 1,000,000 or 1,000,000,000 salawat. The Imam is not coming back. Those are not conditions for his reappearance. Don't let anyone tell you that. I know worship people, they love to just encourage everyone to do the salawat, which is a good thing, which is a great thing to do, right? But the focus for us should be to bring the Imam back. And that's what we are talking about. And that's what our focus should be in our life right now, in this era where the Imam is absent. Trying to bring him back. And bringing him back requires us to create that community, bringing the people together and creating a community. And I said that making the community is not like just because, we have a common enemy, so we need to unite. And you hear that all the time. Whenever the idea of unity is being spoken about, I'm just talking about Shias right now. I'm not even going towards the Sunnis and the other sects and the other religions. All of that is there. But I'm just talking about Shias right now. And for believers and Shias to come together. That's what my discussion is. And really that's where I want you all to focus also, because that's where it begins from. Because that's what the Imam is expecting. He's expecting his Shias to unite first. So let me get to this and just speak about it, right? What do you mean by unity? It's not that we have a common enemy and that we get together. No, it's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that. It's not that we have a common purpose and we get together. It's a lot more than that also. It's not also that we have a common Imam, that we believe in the same Imam, that we should get together. That is the beginning point of unity, but that's not the height or what the Imam expects. It's a lot more than that. We all believe in the same Imam, that's all good. But that should be the beginning point, as I will mention right now. So when you look at it, what is that form? What is that community that the Imam is talking about that we should build? And I'm talking about all of you out there in all the cities in America and outside of America. Wherever this speech is going towards, people who are listening to it in English, of course, wherever it's going towards, what kind of unity is the Imam talking about? What type of community is the Imam talking about? What does he expect of us? So we have this hadith from Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. Let me tell you this hadith. It is powerful. It is astonishing. A person came to the Imam and he said to the Imam that we are a group of people and who are a community of Shias, believers, and we are ready to help. If you rise up, then our fidelity is with you. We are going to back you. The Imam just asked a simple question as a test to see what kind of a community do they have. Whether that formation of that community that they have a community. But what type of a community do they have? That's the issue here. So Imam asked him a simple question as a litmus test to see what sort of community they have and what is needed. So he said, tell me, this community that you say you have, does it or is the community such that any person from the community, whenever he needs something, can he put his hands in the pocket of his brother, of anyone else in the community, and take what he needs from his pocket, from his wallet, from his bank account? I'm just adding that in there for us to know that. Can anyone from anyone in the community can just come and say that, you know what, I need this money, let me just take it from his account. He has this extra money in the account, let me just take it from him. Can he do that? That person said he was like, no, we're not like that. Of course not, I won't allow anyone to put their hands in my pocket. Oh, really? So he said that Imam said, if you're unable to work with each other, then how do you expect me to rise up and that you all work together with me? Why would I do that for? Really, why would I rise up for? It doesn't make sense for me to rise up when you are unable to work with each other. You don't have a relationship like that. You see, this Imam is giving a picture of what it means to be a community. It's not like, oh, we're a community because we have the same center and we go to the same center, so we are united. Really? When you look at those, really the communities that we have, do you think that we're up to that mark? I don't think so. It is foolish to think that we are. Unfortunately, most of these places that we do go to fall under the category of the signs of the return of the Imam that says that the places of worship will be filled with worshippers who have hatred for each other, contempt for each other, who despise each other. That is one of the signs of Akhir Zaman. So we are right now falling under those categories where just bringing us together under one roof is a struggle. You really have to make that biryani good to bring people out. And that's what's happening nowadays. Unfortunately, this is sad, but it's true. And what is expected of us? Imam is saying you're expected to be living a communal lifestyle where everyone is a part of the community and everyone is working together, knowing each other and building each other up like that. So that's what the Imam is saying, that when you become like that, I will be amongst you. So when you hear about these sensational stories that we heard that this Ayatollah said the Imam is coming soon and all of these things, well, it all depends on this. Can we do this? And this is where we start. And the encouragement of working together and doing things together is in Islam, has always been in Islam. It has been the encouragement of the Imams. In fact, it is said that when you go for ziyarat, don't go alone, go with a group. Going alone is not helpful. Going with a group is helpful. Going alone helps you. Going with a group helps the Imam. Because when you go with a group, then you work together. And we start working together and we start to live together and tolerate each other and build love for each other. That's what helping the return of the Imam. You going together, yes, you have your own free time doing all the amal that you want, but that's not helping Imam Zaman. It's only helping you. You see in the hadith, that's why it says in the hadith, it says, go with the group. This is the idea behind it. The encouragement is community life, going together, really working with each other and creating that. My friends, it is called community life, or I would call it social nearness, social proximity. And the irony is, and Allah's plan might be this, that He wants to bring about social nearness through social distancing. He created a social distancing between us so that we might try to reflect on this distancing and then see the importance of social nearness and social proximity. That's our goal. And that's what we need to be going towards. Someone who's waiting for the Imam is someone who is involved in community, not alone. He's not a loner. He doesn't just do things himself because I don't want to be bothered by others. I don't want to, deal with these other people. They slow me down. Well, that attitude is not helping Imam Zaman. That attitude is not bringing him back. The attitude that the Imam and everyone is looking for is that idea of us working together in a community. We need to get out of this individualism that we're in and start to think community. That's what we need to be doing right now. And this is what's important for us. And if you want to bring back the Imam, you got to do that. And my friends, it's not easy. If you want to bring back the Imam, everything that is a condition is not an easy thing to accomplish. Reading 60 du'as a day, that's easy. That's doable. But coming together, holding each other's hands, and truly vowing to be brothers and sisters, this is difficult. Face it, there are differences of opinions that we have, and it's very difficult to accept another person. It's difficult if he doesn't believe 100% exactly like me. I don't have tolerance. I'm just saying that that's the attitude that is exhibited nowadays. It's not easy to remove them, but any course that is bringing the Imam back is not going to be easy. That's what we need to understand. It's not going to be easy. You know the issues that are out there and how things are there. Try to bring people who, for example, believe in Wilayat al-Faqih and people who don't believe in Wilayat al-Faqih, try to bring them together and just ask them that, listen, just be friends. Let's start off with this. Just be friends. Can we work? That's the beginning. Imam is expecting a lot more. But we're at this point that one group is calling the other munafiq and hypocrites and not real Muslims, not real Shias. They are, muqassir or whatever it is. Terms and labels that have no place in Islam. No place in Islam. They have no place. Imams don't like it. Our leaders don't like it. We have no place for these things. And hence, right now, the issue is, how are we going to get these people together? The one place that we can start, in the one place that we are able to start, and this is, I'm offering it as a solution, not from me. I'm not the one who gave the solution, by the way. I'm just reiterating it. This solution that I'm giving you is a beginning point that was given by Fatima Zahra. She gave this solution in her sermon of Fadak. When she went to speak about Fadak, there's a sermon that Bibi Fatima gave. Go and read that. It's online. Just Google it and you'll find it. And if you go there and you'll see that she gave the sermon, and in that sermon, she said this one-liner. And she said, explaining like different things about Islam, why Allah gave these things in Islam, right? The Hajj and prayers and all of these things, why Allah gave these things in Islam, right? So, and in explaining that, she said that Allah gave imamat, right? Wa imamatana amanun min al-furqa. That Allah gave our imamat. He gave imamat to this nation in order that it protects them from division and schisms and cliques. This imamat was given to us as a glue to bring the people together. My friends, what keeps us together is Ahlul Bayt. What keeps us together is Karbala. What keeps us together is Imam Mahdi. And hence, we need to be using this, the glue that has been given to us, to create a community. And use it well. And make that the foundation, the base from which we can start building up. A lot more than that. That's the beginning point. Hazrat Fatima said that's the beginning point. That is like the medicine. When you start taking the medicine, it takes time for that medicine to completely cure you. Imam Hussein in Karbala has created this environment where we are able to work with each other in spite of all the differences that we have, because there's a love, there's a bond that's keeping us under one umbrella. And we need to use that and use it well so that we can create the bridge that's going to bring us and the Imam together again. And we have to do that, my friends. We have to do that. And we need to do it in the best way possible as soon as we can. We want to be the helpers of the Imam. Well, folks, I'm out of time. But we will be back again tomorrow with another episode of the show, and we'll continue about the conditions of the Imam. And it is an interesting topic, and a lot of people are writing to us, and I am so glad that they wrote to us. It's encouraging. Go on, write, and comment on the video underneath, so that, and like us, and do all the good things, like subscribe and all these things, and stay tuned for all the things that we want. We want to make this channel, we want to make this show accessible to everyone and bring it to you, and truly not just educate and teach, but to interact and to learn. So if there's any questions, and we do have questions, and I said that anything that's beside Imam Zaman, we're going to get to it after 15 Shaban. We have those questions, and I will get to those questions. So this is it for today. I will be signing off now. This has been Divine Allegiance. I'm your host, Maulana Baig. Until next time, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.